I made an announcement in the last month, last Sunday, and it is a great cause of concern to we, the pastoral team, and indeed some leaders of the church. Please, children, keep quiet at this time and listen. It has to do with attitude towards the Mass. The Mass, according to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, is the highest point, the greatest sacrifice, the greatest prayer. It is the peak of our Christian faith. And when we come for the Mass, a high reverence for God, for the presence of Jesus, is expected of every true Catholic. I have heard reports from the church wardens. They have made that complaint, and the leaders of the CW had also come with the same complaints. And I felt compelled to make this announcement by myself. When we come to the church, it is a prayer ground. You cannot come to the church and be chewing gum. Putting gum in your mouth when Mass is going on is a great disrespect to God. Can you chew gum when you are in the front of your boss? Can you do that? You can't. So if you cannot do it before your heavenly boss, why do you do that before your heavenly boss? Chewing gum is an act of disrespect to God. The one that we follow immediately is the attitude of pressing phones when you come from Mass. At least we have it all around, and you do know that it is the appropriate thing to do. To switch off your phone when you are coming to the Mass, or put it on silent mode. That is the right thing to do. Not to talk of bringing out your phone and be pressing it or receiving calls while the Mass is on. Nay, for emergency, somebody is in danger and you need to do that. You are free to do it, but not arbitrarily. Some of us parents, we come to Mass with our children and we see our children taking our hymn book and they are tearing it apart and you are doing nothing. That hymn book is a public property. It belongs to all of us, not to only you. Sometimes the church wardens have told me that they even try to caution sometimes, and some of us will say, is it your own? Are you the owner of the hymn book? That is not fair. The church wardens are not being paid. They are volunteers. We don't pay them. So you don't have a right to disrespect them, and neither do they have the right to disrespect you. They are hospitality ministers. And sometimes some of us just come to church, we chat away. In the presence of God, we chat away. These are not the fair things to do to ourselves, because when we put up these attitudes, we are the great losers. We are. So I am begging and appealing to you, if you have ever been involved in any of these attitudes which are not so good, please stop it. And of course, another one will be proper dressing. Dressing well. Dressing according to the moderation of the presence of God. I'm here now. If I count how many dresses I'm putting on, they are up to 10. 10. If I count them on the whole of my being, not to talk of the person that will come and dress indecently. That is not also fair. There are dress codes for every event. If you are a lawyer, you don't go to courtroom and dress and put on agbada and shokoto and cap. The judge will send you out of the court. Same thing applies to the banks. or engineers, helmets in the sides. We all have our dress codes. So I'm begging us to please reconsider these not so good attitudes within the parish community, within the faith community. We need all of us to be on the same page so that when we come together, we are on the same voice and the same spirit to worship our Lord and God. May God continue to bless all of us and strengthen us as we continue to heed to his call through the same Christ our Lord.